Bro, I'm on a cannoli run right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, because you should know this. And if you don't, you got to get up to speed. You lived in New York City for, I don't know, 20 years?
22 years, New York City, yeah.
You got a cannoli spot in New York? Italian bakery?
And just the neighborhood. I go to Little Italy, and, most of the restaurants there, they always have the little area up front where they're selling the Italian pastries.
Yeah, but
and I kind of
it's just that's a general.
I know, but guy, I honestly, you put 3 cannolis in front of me, and I probably, if they're all good, I probably couldn't separate.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I'm not a cannoli expert, man.
Well, I tell you, I think Northern New York gets a bad rap. Not a bad rap. I was like, oh, it's not Manhattan.
Right.
I got to tell you, I had some of the best food up there, Italian food that I've ever had. So, and particularly these cannolis, which very gracious of a lot of the people who, one guy, I told John, I go, I got a taste for cannoli. He goes, oh, I told the people that were coming that, we didn't need it. I go, what do you mean don't need it? Get the fucking cannolis over. So a guy went and, that John knew that has a cannoli, a bakery, got up and went to the bakery and knocked out half a dozen cannolis. I think it's, we'll get the name. God, I forget the name of it. Well, we'll get the name. I posted it online.
Delicious. It's as I'm older now too. I'd say about 10 years ago it kicked in where like I had a cannoli, and I just never went back. I was like, Jesus Christ, now I get it. Like when I was younger, I was more into like American cookies, chocolate chip. But there's not. It's again, they crushed it with the desserts. It's ridiculous.
Well, I was not into eating cannolis because I had some certain friends of mine that kept talking how cannolis are the best dessert ever. Mm-hmm. And it made me not want to have cannolis because they were so passionate about cannolis. And we've talked about this, that I tend to go the opposite way if someone is so pro whatever. Oh, wow. It turns me off. Yeah. And I don't want to participate in whatever they're participating in because they're talking it up too much. Right?
That's Trump-like, With all of his cabinet members, if you say you would be happy to be a cabinet member before he mentions you being one, he's like, well, you're out now. You're too excited. You're too excited. So, Jesus, no wonder why you don't like Billy Joel.
Oh shit!
So, but now you've gotten past that, and you're really appreciating it. Is that your favorite dessert?
Not my favorite. I'm a chocolate chip cookie guy.
Oh God, you just fucking tainted the whole cannoli discussion.
What?
Jesus Christ! It's like talking about wine and then going, but yeah, nothing really beats a fucking Thunderbird.
No, come on.
Chocolate, yeah.
It's not really a dessert per se. It's more like a.
But is a cannoli considered a cookie?
I would consider it in the cookie family, just based on the outer shell.
So, death row, time for dessert, gonna have a cookie, and they offer you either like the most delicious, perfect, fresh, homemade chocolate chip cookie, or all the same, fresh, delicious cannoli. Only can have one.
I gotta go cookie. Warm out of the oven. Chocolate melted, maybe even a little nuts in there, maybe some walnuts. Hey,
you know what you're saying though? When you're biting into that cookie before the electric chair instead of cannoli, you're saying, I'm dying as an American, not as an Italian.
I don't think so.
I think so, bro. Jesus Christ, the cookie? Your Italian fans are rolling over right now.
I'm American though. I mean, it's not like I grew up in Italy.
You make it sound like everything Italian's better, and then on your deathbed, you're having a white trash fucking chocolate chip cookie. I have another problem, too, with the cannoli, and you can tell me better. Is it trashy? I'm finding a lot of stuff on the tips that usually weren't the chocolate chip, sprinkle. Like, it's getting a little Americanized now, right? We're going to put...
I like a pistachio dust on the tips.
And now, would they do that in Tuscany, or would they be like, what the fuck are you dusting?
I'd have to go and see if this is something that the Italians, the true Italians, are in favor of. But generally speaking, it adds another dimension to the cannoli that's just not there with just the plain.
Well, like The Godfather, when he said, leave the gun, take the cannolis. You think those cannolis had a little dust of pistachio on them?
I don't know, but